Welcome to Instant Replay presented by Cheese It. We're here to talk controversy from MLS Week 32. I'm Andrew Wiebe. Bobby, you have anything to add? No, that's Bobby Warshaw. Let's get going. It's a no-brainer to start, folks. That means we're going to Children's Mercy Park. Sporting Kansas City and the LA Galaxy playing a dramatic game in the driving rain. We start in the 23rd minute. Jerem Rufo has a good look at this challenge in the area, and he says Ola Kamara was taken down. The PK was given, and there is no review, and Sporting KC are not happy about that because when you watch this back closely, it doesn't look like there's any contact on Ola Kamara. Not from Tim Melia and not from Matt Beasler. Jerem Rufo told the pool reporter that the foul was on Beasler, but I'm not really seeing it here. Where did the contact come in? And if it did, it looks like Kamara was already going down. The problem is, Bobby, is it clear and obvious? Can you overturn this? VAR Caleb Mendez did not put it in for review, and I understand why.
While it wasn't the perfect call, you can understand why he would make it. But after that, when you go to video review, it's pretty clear that it probably wasn't a foul. But can you be sure that Beasler doesn't clip him? Can you be sure that Melia doesn't get him? Can you be sure that Kamara wouldn't have been fouled if he hadn't jumped over him? The answer to all of those are no. So once the call on the field is made, it is not clear and obvious to change, and I am perfectly fine with Marufo not going to the screen, because this is ultimately what we want from video review. It's not to fix every bad call. It's not to make sure everything is perfect. It's to make sure that the really horrible calls aren't made, and while this might be wrong, it's not horrible.
Gotta agree with you there, Bobby. We go to the 47th minute, and Daniel Steres gets a goal, and no, he doesn't. It goes to VAR. Caleb Mendez flags this one, and he does it correctly. Check out the angle above and beyond. It makes it clear and obvious. Steres' foot is ahead of Opara's heel. He is offside, and the goal should not stand, but I don't know what went down to the 94th, Bobby. Sporting Kansas City were especially mad at this one. David Bingham comes charging out in stoppage time and punches Diego Rubio in the side of the head. That's a penalty kick all day, every day.
They never, ever call these because goalkeepers get the benefit of the doubt 100% of the time. But Wiebe, you're spot on. Definitely a penalty kick, and going back to what I said before, I don't understand how you could look at video review and not see that Rubio gets the ball and Bingham gets his head. Even if it wasn't called live, they should have fixed it after the fact. It was a missed call.
Given the stakes, that would have taken a lot of courage. We go now to the riot. RSL, Portland Timbers, a big game when it comes to playoff implications. 25th minute here, and Diego Chiral's trying to protect the ball, and he got that arm a little bit high there, Bobby. A yellow card was given by Robert Sabiga, but should it have been red?
I'll say the same thing I said the first 15 times we had this kind of play this year. Did Chiral intend to hit the player's head? No, not a red card.
Bobby, I'm with you here. No excessive force and no brutality in this, but we have to find a way to discourage players from getting their elbows and their arms so high. I'll leave that to the fine folks at Pro and IFAB. Now we fast forward here for a couple of weird plays from Kyle Beckerman. We go to the 53rd minute, and what's Beckerman doing here to Davi Guzman? I've seen reds called for less, gotta tell you, Bobby.
Yeah, if the rule is intentional, non-negligible contact to an opponent's head, then Beckerman meets that threshold. He grabs the opponent's head and throws him down. Listen, this is where the player in me and the logic in me divert. Because as a player, I want players to tussle. I want this kind of thing to be allowed. But if you look at the way this has been called, and if the law of the game says intentional, non-negligible contact to an opponent's head, what is Beckerman doing there? He throws him down by the dome. That should have been a red card.
The weird thing, Bobby, is he didn't even get a yellow card on this play from Robert Sabiga. It's definitely a yellow card. I would not go red just because I don't think he, quote, strikes Guzman, and that is in the law book. Kyle Beckerman, you're a lucky boy, but you should have been sent off in the 58th minute because you WWE tackled Diego Valeri in the open field, and that should have been your second yellow card. It was Beckerman's first, and he's still going to be suspended for RSL's next game, but this should have been a second and a red card. And because I delight in making Bobby take more looks at the exact same play, we're going to Dick's Sporting Goods Park here, Colorado LAFC, 40th minute. Edgar El Homie Castillo, that looks like it could be a red card too.
I'm not doing another one of these. Just say what you want.
All right, it's a good yellow card. I'm with Marcelo Balboa on this one. Castillo didn't cock or throw the elbow, in my opinion. It lacks excessive force, but it was naughty. Yellow card definitely deserved. All right, let's go to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We go to the 38th minute. Kevin Stott had something to look at here because Zachary Hervio takes down Darlington Nagbe from behind. This is late. It's definitely a yellow card, and Hervio gets it, but is there any inkling that it could be red, Bobby? Simon Borg would call it that.
I remember once upon a time when FIFA said that all tackles from behind will be given a red card, but clearly those days are gone.
Let's go to Frisco, Dallas, and Orlando. Nima Sagafi in charge of this one. The VAR is Ricardo Salazar, and just a minute and 18 seconds in, Reggie Cannon is taken down in the box by Mohamed Al-Munir, and this is the most obvious penalty I have ever seen. I do not know how it wasn't called live, and I certainly don't know how the VAR didn't get involved here. Oh well, Dallas won this one anyway. Let's go out to Audi Field. DC United, Chicago Fire. DC trying to keep pace with Montreal, and they need a goal. It's the 21st minute, and they get one from Wayne Rooney, only it gets called back after video review. VAR Mark Geiger saw something. He had head referee Ismail Elfat take a look, and what did he see? Lucho Acosta taking down Brandt Bronico in the open field in the lead up to this goal, only, Bobby, I'm not sure that he took him down. I think Brandt Bronico doesn't even know where the ball is. He's just trying to cut off Lucho, and Lucho's trying to get over. The legs get tangled, Bronico goes down, but I'm not sure this is clear and obvious. I'm not sure it's a foul.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that Lucho took him down, but I feel about this play the exact same way I feel about that Kamara PK against SKC. Look, it was probably a foul, but probably isn't good enough to make a video review decision. I mean, it looks like a foul from Lucho Acosta, and it probably was a foul, but I feel about this one the exact same way I feel about the Kamara PK against SKC. Probably isn't good enough. The referee missed it on the field. It happens. The game is fast, but did it meet the threshold for video review? No. Even though it was probably a foul, that's not enough to make it clear and obvious. So Andrew, the goal just should have stood, my man.
When in doubt, just give the goal to Lutro. DC United won anyway. They're just 2 points back of the Impact with 2 games in hand. This has been Instant Replay presented by Cheez-It for MLS Week 32. What did we get right? What did we get wrong? Let us know, and we'll see you next week.